days it was just effeminate. Yeah, they're all puffed on, coked up, these blonde West Coast airheads that funnel some dust up your nose. Then all of a sudden, religious experience, they think they see green rays coming out of Honduras. And these moral majority, self-righteous land slobs with ethical code that you follow. I've sailed 7 seas and I've slept in my vomit. I'm free as the flies in my puke. Ah, but here's Johannes. Get over here. Get over here. But here's Johannes. Here's Johannes. Let's pierce with his porthole. I've stuff up my bird in your lens. He's a good honest bird. All he takes is some seed and a few change the paper in the bottom of the ship. You can take these producers and censors and agents and ratings and guys with the bucks. I'll tell you the real guys who put on the show. It's the guys in the back. It's the crew. Here's Bob Giammaria. He opens the curtains and goes home and beats on his wife. He cashes his check and gets drunk like a horse, but his pits smell like fish. He's a man. And here's to the grits, and here's to the grits. They make love like gorillas. They're 300 pounds to the man. They pull the sets in and they push the sets out, and they're mostly Italian. Be nice to the grips. And this here is Rocky. He handles the props. He's a bloodthirsty, mean alcoholic. He's a cutthroat, a liar, a gambler, a cheat. But he owns ABC because he's union. We're the scum of the earth, and we're proud to be part of the American Broadcasting Company. So let's lift up our cups, count to 3, and throw up. And the hell with the censors. Start the show. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Jack Burns, and thank you. I love you guys. Tell me one thing. Do you like the hat? Do you like the hat? I like it too, and here is your first sketch.
Good evening, I'm Alan Flunt.
And I'm Joanne Flew.
And welcome to Abscam Camera, the program that brings you politicians caught in the act of being themselves.
You know, politicians come in all shapes and sizes, but whether they're young or old, rich or poor, Republican or Democrat, or black or white, they've all got one thing in common. If you wave a little green in front of them, you've got a friend for life.
And with that in mind, we took our Abscam Camera to a rented mansion in Georgetown. Our own Abscam Camera funny people are posing as an oil-rich Arab sheik, his wife, bodyguards, and interpreter.
They're going to be offering various members of Congress large sums of money to help the sheik illegally transfer funds into this country.
But here's the catch. After the congressmen accept the bribe, they're going to be told, according to a strict custom in the sheik's country, when any money has changed hands, the transaction has to be sealed by kissing the sheik's pet goat.
Well, Alan, knowing the kinky habits of some of our nation's top legislators, that might not be such a new experience.
Let's look in and see.
Thank you for coming this afternoon, Congressman Fuller. We know you have a very busy schedule today.
Oh, think nothing of it. I just had some in committee hearing on some toxic waste dump or some fool thing like that.
Allow me to present Sheikh Ali Rab Khan.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, was kann man sagen, Setzer, Gas, Dämmefes.
look, the point, Mr. Abscam. Now, I know just exactly what your problem is, and I'm just the guy that can help. Now, of course, it's going to cost you a lot of money, but because there's, not for me to understand, no, there's a lot of palms that's got to be greased to get you what you want. Tell him what means.
Well, Alan, it looks like Congressman Fuller can't wait to get his hands on some of those Arab petrodollars.
Was, Geld. Geld is gornish. Fragen 50.000 das genieg.
Sheikh Ali Rabkan says that money is no object, and he asked his friend, the congressman, if $50,000 is sufficient.
$50,000 will be more than sufficient. That's a down payment. Tell us, Sheikh that. Tell us.
Ein Minute. Fragen, ich will geben der Geld, durchschlafen mit meiner Hund.
Here it comes, Joanne.
Sheikh Ali Rabkan points out that it is a custom in his country to seal any transaction of this nature by having you kiss Mustafa.
What? Kiss Mustafa?
Yes.
Oh, well, hell, if it's a custom, sure. Lovely.
No. You see, that is not Mustafa. That is Sheikh Ali's daughter, and also his third wife.
That's not Mustafa. Well, then, okay, here, biggin.
No, please, you don't understand. You see, that is Mustafa.
The goat? You want me to kiss the goat? Kissing the colored was bad enough, man.
Was, kannst kischen, du willst nicht kischen meine Karte. Give me the Geld,
The Sheikh Ali Rabkan says that it is an insult to his ancestors not to kiss Mustafa, and that he must ask for the $50,000 back.
No, wait a second. Hold on now. Don't get your burnous out of joint. Little ragheads, I'll just, okay, let me,
The congressman certainly has his priorities in order.
Mazel tov.
Now, the next person we're going to see is not a congressman, but he does have a certain amount of influence in Washington.
Sheikh Ali Rabkan, may I present to you Mr. Billy Carter?
Was, Goyim, was machst du? Die Brute, the president is a ganze Mache. Nein, oil, petrol, Geld, Libyans, no, the station.
Well, the Sheikh Ali Rabkan welcomes the president's esteemed brother and says that he has heard many good things about you from the Libyans.
Well, thank the Sheik very much, and tell him I'm proud to say that some of my best friends are Arabs.
Was, kisch mir, geh weg mit der Arabs, don't hack me a Chinik. Ne, the Geld.
The Sheikh Ali Rabkan says no need to explain, you've already done this before.
Well, that's right.
Geld, it's a mitzvah.
I don't want any money. I've already gotten in enough trouble with that before.
Oh, well, what then?
I just want to kiss the goat.
Push. Say, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Say, Billy, you ever watch television?
Yes, sir.
You ever watch a show called Abscam Camera?
You mean, and this whole thing, and I was, oh no, I don't believe it. Where's the cat? Oh, I don't know why did this, where's that
That's all we have for tonight. Until next week, this is Alan Flunt.
And I'm Joanne Flew.
Saying don't be surprised if sometime, somewhere, when you least expect it, someone walks up to you and says,
Smile. You're on Abscam Camera.
I can tell a real cowboy from the drugstore kind, clean across Texas. The way he wears his hat will tell you. And the beer that you drink's a surefire giveaway, too. A lot of us drink light beer from Miller. We love the taste, but we surely appreciate that it's got a third less calories than the regular kind. You see, you don't want to be filled up when you're out there punching doggies. Ain't that right, cowboy?
I didn't punch that doggy.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Ralph Bakshi, creator of Fritz the Cat and Lord of the Rings, now takes modern animation a quantum leap forward with a motion picture of incredible beauty. American Pop, the story of one family, 4 generations, in love with the greatest music of all time. American Pop, the state of the art in living animation. Rated R. Coming soon to a theater near you.
The Crazy Daisy Shave. When you shave with Daisy, you go a little crazy. All you want to show are your legs. All you want to show is your smooth, sleek skin. Your Crazy Daisy Shave.
Gillette's new Daisy Shaver has twin blades, and it costs less than a quarter. That's really crazy.
New Daisy twin blade shave so nice. Your legs feel like you've shaved them twice. So pick yourself a daisy and go a little crazy. Show your Crazy Daisy Shave.
Get a Westminster Motors Little Profit deal plus a $700 GM cash bonus on over 200 cars.
It's well worth the drive to Westminster Motors.
Lutheran Hospital offers free foot examinations to the general public on Tuesdays and Fridays from 8:30 till 11 a.m. in the Outpatient Care Center at Rainer Avenue and Ashburton Street. Persons of all ages, including children, will be seen by a podiatrist on a walk-in basis or phone 945-1600 extension 2267 for an appointment.
I got better things to do than be stuffing pillows here. I got fumigating I could be doing.
I could lots of studying I could be doing. Let's get this thing going. Oh, come on, this'll be fun. I never been in a play before. Oh, I got butterflies.
Butterflies. I got roaches. Could we get this thing on the road, please?
Welcome, good friends and neighbors, jolly patrons of the arts. Tonight, I've invited you to my pad to witness my latest new play, entitled The Daredevil named Hamlet. Oh, yeah. Now, imagine, if you will, that this window is a castle. And this lamp is a rocket ship. And this fireplace is a wild Indian. Now, I guess you recognize the 3 ladies from our building. They'll be playing the part of the pregnant wenches. So now, without further ado, that daredevil named Hamlet. Oh, break your leg.
Do what?
Oh, Mrs. Zimmerman, you got the first line.
Terrific. So, all 3 of us have been made gloriously pregnant by the same fabulous man, Hamlet the Daredevil.
Yes, he tilled our soil and we fertilized his seed with the manure of our passion. Yes, but why is he hawking us hither all at once?
What ho, gentle, bulging ladies! It is I, Hamlet the Daredevil, having just come back from doing daring deeds throughout the land. I just scaled the walls of yonder castle. I went for a ride in a rocket ship. I fought a wild Indian. But of all the deeds that I have done, none compares to the deed I must do now, choosing my lucky bride. Cut! Now, ladies, it's very important that you pay attention to the script. Otherwise, we lose the meaning of the play. Now, Joanne and Thelma, you're supposed to yowl like a coyote.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. And Mrs. Eiderman, you're supposed to fall to the floor and wobble your breasts.
Wow. That makes two things Mrs. Eiderman won't be doing next.
Wait a minute now. Now, that's not a very professional attitude to have. You wouldn't be able to get away with that on Broadway. Well, let's continue. Action.
Oh, Hamlet, my magnificent daredevil, choose me,
Yeah.
and forever will I talk in a deep whisper and rub your stomach.
Oh, Hamlet, my magnificent, muscular, strong man. Choose me, and 24 hours a day I will undo my shirt, at least 3 buttons, and not wear a bra.
That's a good one. All right, now.
It says I crawl to him. Forget it. Then I hug his massive thighs. Yeah, sure. And I say, make me yours, you wavy-head Liberace like a Greek god. And we will ride naked on horsebacks into the ocean during sunset wearing, what's this?
Expensive perfume.
Yeah, forget it.
Well, the fruit you offer is oh so sweet. Pity, I can pluck but one. Oh, how can I divide my precious loins so that none of you goes hungry? Oh, if I cannot find it in my heart to choose, then I choose to find my heart with this. Oh. Wait a minute, she's not over yet. Mr. Crenshaw, turn off the lights, please. Ooh, I am the ghost of Hamlet the Daredevil. Ooh, don't be sad. You can have sex with me in your dreams. Ooh. Mrs. Eiderman, it's your line. Ooh.
What am I, a bat? I can't see a thing in here. Thank you, Dick. It was lovely.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Pillow, Beth.
I gotta go to
Don't
work.
use your water after 8 o'clock.
All right, we'll break early tonight. You know, I'm writing another play. I'd like you to be in it. Ooh.
Next on the Friday edition, Rosalind Carter and Nancy Reagan mud wrestle in Detroit.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't. Enjoy gut nuts.
Mounds don't.
Enjoy gut rich and chocolate.
Coconut and munch nuts too.
Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't.
Peter Paul enjoys gut nuts.
Peter Paul Mounds don't.
Because...
What can you do with chala? You can't do with any other wine. Celebrate.
Know why I refrigerate? Because my friends love to celebrate.
This setting should indicate that we know how to celebrate. Hello, darling.
Chala Lambrusco, Bianco, and Rosato have such a bright, clean taste. Every sip's a celebration.
Their wine list is first rate.
All it says is, celebrate.
What a taste to celebrate.
It was lying in the gutter, broken, twisted.
Barbara Streisand. Gene Hackman.
I don't understand my son. I don't understand my wife. I don't understand myself.
Together, they do it all night long.
Are you expecting anyone?
At 4 in the morning?
Rated R. Now playing, check newspapers for a theater near you.
Sticker shock strikes again. But your Fiat dealer has the cure. A special $800 buyer's bonus on the 80 Fiat X19.
Which drugs control seizures without interfering with children's alertness and ability to learn? To find out, physicians at the Epilepsy Center of the John F. Kennedy Institute and Johns Hopkins Medical Institutions in Baltimore are conducting a new study for the National Institutes of Health. To enroll children in this free study, call the center at 955-5300.
Late Night Tuesday, a weekend of pleasure turns into a bizarre nightmare. Panic at Lakewood Manor.
This place is soaked with kerosene. We're gonna get you out of there just as soon as we can. Let me go!
No! Not that way!
The shark.
Then Wednesday on The Love Boat. Gopher thinks he's headed for stardom.
How many people did you talk to about golfing?
Not that many.
You like him. What'd you put in the drinks?
Panic at Lakewood Manor, The Love Boat, late night on ABC.
This is the Friday edition with your correspondent, Melanie Chardoff.
Good evening. I'm Melanie Chardoff, and these are tonight's top stories. With tensions between Russia and Poland mounting, President Carter today warned that the United States would respond to any Soviet moves against Poland in the strongest possible terms. Carter said that if Russia were to invade Poland, the United States would boycott the 1981 Super Bowl and possibly the PGA Golf Classic as well. Well, President-elect Ronald Reagan is keeping the country in suspense as he ponders his choices for a new cabinet. With a Hollywood-style flair for the dramatic, Reagan has gathered his final selectees into a small room, and at a press conference scheduled for Wednesday, he will reveal their identities by yanking bags off their heads one by one. In a related story, earlier this week, the limousine carrying Ronald Reagan was struck from behind by a Secret Service car which had been following a bit too closely. Although no one in the limo was actually hurt, the jolt caused President-elect Reagan to begin reciting lines from a borax commercial he did 20 years ago. However, alert Secret Service agents simply smacked Reagan on the side of the head, and he returned to the present. This just in, and I regret that I'm the one that has to bring this news to your attention. The sexual revolution is over. It's too late. You've missed it. Is drug proliferation getting a bit out of hand in Hollywood? Well, that's the subject of tonight's Friday Focus, and for that report, we take you now to our correspondent, Maryedith Burrell.
The Sunset Strip in Hollywood, a sleazy haven for the underside of America. At all hours, these streets are filled with pimps, prostitutes, and hustlers. But tonight, Friday Focus takes a look at the Hollywood drug user and the accessibility of drugs on the Strip. To prove our point, we needed to capture an actual purchase on film. We followed several drug dealers using a hidden camera technique developed by our own Friday Focus crack film crew. Unfortunately, there was a lull in drug activity that night, so the crew suggested it was high time I make a marijuana purchase myself. I went to work dressed undercover as a news reporter. With studio money at my disposal, I was prepared to purchase a large amount of Senzimian homegrown, although our soundman recommended Thai stick. Guys, where are you going? Hey, don't run off. Really. Hey, guys, come on. I just want to make a little purchase. Not a big one. Nothing major. Please. Still persistent in our quest to document flagrant drug sales, we pressed on into the night, well past 8:30 p.m. I'm offering some big bucks for some good weed.
Hold on, never touch the stuff.
Excuse me, bro. Got any joints?
Sorry, we don't smoke.
Sell me your Colombian. Sell me your Colombian. Knowing full well that drug proliferation is undeniable in the streets here, we decided to talk with some innocent tourists to get their reactions to the drug scum on the Strip. Sir?
Oh, I know what you want, but we only deal in key weights.
Huh?
It's good weed. We just brought it in from Maui.
Thanks to our astonishing expose, People can now observe that the drug problem is growing out of control in our city streets.
Say, babe, you hold him?
See what we mean? Sure.
All right. Say, babe, freeze it right there. Up against the wall. Cut the camera.
Caught on camera at the scene of a drug bust. Where I was set up by lying nerves. This is Maryedith.
Hey, we're going downtown.
Comedian Jerry Lewis was discovered this morning with 11 bullets in his head. Well, I'm sorry, this just in. I have an update on that Jerry Lewis story for you. The comedian was found with 11 bullets on his head. That's 11 bullets on his head. He was just balancing them there, evidently, and he's just fine. And now, with this also just in, a 250-pound albino woman walked into the First Mongo Bank in Cleveland today with 360 radishes strapped to her chest. She demanded that bank teller Eugene Lawson give her his underwear or she would detonate the radishes and blow the place up. Lawson said that the threat was ridiculous. After the explosion, Lawson told reporters, "I thought it was just a joke, but gee, just look at this place." Ah, these guys. And now, with a review of the film Private Benjamin, we'd like to welcome back Friday's entertainment critic, Larry David. Larry?
Thanks, Melanie. Private Benjamin is a movie about a girl who decides to join the army after her husband has a heart attack and dies while making love to her. I'll tell you something. I know that's one way I'm not going to have a heart attack. Not while I'm making love. Making love. You still call it making love if the whole thing's over in a minute and a half? I make love. But I'm really maturing sexually. I've gotten to the point where I can sleep with someone who's intelligent. It used to be I could only have sex with women who couldn't read or write. Of course, having sex with intelligent women has its advantages and disadvantages. One advantage is there's very little chance an intelligent woman will ask you to tie them up. I'm not tying anybody up. Come on, who am I, Roy Rogers? Of course, the biggest advantage in sleeping with intelligent people is that after it's over, they don't like to sit around naked. I hate to sit around naked. When it's over, I want to put those pants on. I want to put those pants on and pretend like the whole thing never happened. Believe me, the last thing in the world I want to do is sit around naked. First of all, my couch is vinyl. Come on, you can't sit on vinyl naked. It sticks to you. You get up, you got a 100-pound couch on your back. Of course, on the negative side, there are major disadvantages in sleeping with intelligent people. First of all, let's face it, the sex is terrible. Mainly because intelligent people know how disgusting the whole thing is. You know? You can't act like an animal. They lose all respect for you. And another thing, if you're with an intelligent woman and you don't satisfy her, you always feel like you owe her some kind of apology. I usually blame it on the Russians. I'm sorry, I can't concentrate. I'm too worried about Poland. And intelligent women get offended if you answer the phone in the middle of sex. Idiots don't care if you answer the phone. Of course, you want to answer the phone if you're with an idiot, because it might be someone intelligent. That's the best, having sex with an idiot while you talk on the phone to someone who's intelligent.
Larry, excuse me, what about the film Private Benjamin?
I'll tell you the truth, I don't remember. I saw it 2 weeks ago.
Larry, thank you very much for coming.
Oh, one more thing. During foreplay, avoid kissing the forehead. It's too close to the brains. You don't want to stimulate the brain. She'll start thinking. You know, once she starts thinking, she'll tell you to get the hell out of her house.
Larry, once more, thank you for your informative contribution this evening. And finally, for those of you who are embarrassed by the sound, Happy Hanukkah. I'm Melanie Charda. Good night.
This has been the Friday edition with your correspondent, Melanie Charda.
For all of you, because you care, and this is Pat Benatar!
I need something for this headache.
Take 3.
3 tablets?
No, Anacin 3. It's maximum strength, 100% aspirin-free.
Look, compared to 2 regular strength tablets, Anacin 3 is stronger. 1,000 milligrams strong per dose, yet 100% aspirin-free. So next headache.
Take 3.
Anacin 3. Its pain reliever gives the most effective headache relief you can buy without aspirin.
Colds and flu can trigger bronchial asthma attacks. Be prepared with Primatene Mist. Primatene, the fastest type relief known for occasional attacks, restores free breathing in as fast as 15 seconds. Or to keep breathing freely for hours, Primatene tablets. In the lungs, Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes, relaxes bronchial spasms, restores free breathing. Primatene Mist, the fastest type relief known. Primatene tablets contains the asthma reliever doctors recommend most.
Feeling 7 Up, I'm feeling 7 Up. Sharing styles, sharing smiles, feeling 7 Up, 7 Up. It's a crisp, refreshing feeling, crystal clear and light, so clear and memories turning 7 Up, and it sure feels right. Feeling lucky, 7 Up.
Good luck.
Wow, was that the stick? No, that's just my dad.
Feeling 7 Up, I'm feeling 7 Up.
Sometimes, the most incompatible people find a way of getting together.
Hey, was that a cop that I hit?
Amy and Elmore have done just that
I've known some squirrels in my life, but you are right up there at the top of the tree.
in Back Roads.
Open your eyes!
Sally Field and Tommy Lee Jones in a story of falling into love. Back Roads, rated R. Opens Friday, March 13th. Check newspapers for local listings.
Lake Night Monday on Fantasy Island. A prince would like to live as a commoner.
You are very beautiful, you know.
My mother always told me to watch out for sailors.
She is determined not to get involved with a poor man.
Can't you take no for an answer?
No.
And a cop hopes to return to six-gun justice.
This is my town now. Anybody breaks the law is going to have to deal with me personally.
That badge you wear gives you the power to enforce the law. It isn't a hunting license.
Hold it! Fantasy Island, late night Monday.
Now's a great time to get in shape.
Hi, Al.
While you're at it, why not get your lawn in shape with Turf Builder Fertilizer from Scott's? Just 30 minutes or so with Turf Builder will shape up your lawn by helping it send off new branches to form new grass plants that'll thicken up your whole lawn.
Looking good. Yeah, looking good. Gee, thanks. And you don't look too bad yourself, Al.
Time to get your lawn in shape with Turf Builder from Scott's.
Interest rates are climbing again, and that can add up to a lot of money each month, especially if you're even thinking about buying home furnishings. Where will it stop? Well, it will stop tomorrow at the 5 Pollock Lumps furniture stores. For one day only, you can buy the home furnishings you need and take a full year to pay with no finance charge. No finance charge. Pollock Lumps has lowered the interest rate to 0 for just one day tomorrow at all 5 stores.
Nationwide Datsun fights high prices with a $49 over base factory invoice sale. Take your choice. Pay $49 down or $49 per month. After only $49 down, Nationwide Datsun's base factory invoice price is only $44.11 for a 210 MPG. A 200 SX hardtop is $62.84. A Datsun 210 wagon, $51.49. And a Datsun pickup is $53.16. Parts and service departments open Saturdays 9 to 3 at Bill Schaefer's Nationwide Datsun, York and Timonium Roads.
Broadway would like to give you a great big present. It's wrapped in laughter, tied with love, and brings great joy to the season, says Clive Barnes in the New York Post. Hilarious and touching, says the Associated Press. It's Neil Simon's I Ought to Be in Pictures, starring Bill Macy from Maude. It's his funniest performance ever, and Neil Simon's funniest play since The Odd Couple, says CBS TV. I Ought to Be in Pictures, from Neil Simon, with love and laughter.
For tickets and a rollicking good time, call Telecharge at 727-4102.
How you doing?
Do you have kissing Grammys?
Yeah, right over there in that bar tank. That one over there.
We'd like a case of fish food.
Told you 1,000 times, I'm not selling you no fish food.
Why the hell not? We got money. We have a right to buy food if we want to.
Not here. You're not gonna feed no fish. You're just gonna eat the stuff yourself. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not having you eat no fish food in my store. You want to eat fish food? You get down to the aquarium. It's public. You can eat all the fish food you want.
Ah, you're just prejudiced because we're fish.
Don't tell me you're fish. I've been around fish all my life. You're a transphibian. There's a big difference. Now, I got a customer here. Would you mind? A human customer. Someone who wants to buy fish, not climb in the tank with them.
What's going on here? Who are those people?
People? They're TPs. You know, Transphibians. Nuts. They think they're people, human beings trapped inside the body of a human being. The fish trapped inside the body of a human being. They go to Nova Scotia, have an operation. They get the bills, scales, and fins, and who knows what else. They're not really fish. They just come here and drive my customers away. Sometimes they steal a fish and do God knows what with it. Hey, what did I tell you? To get out of that tank. To keep those phony fins to yourself, you hear me? You lousy Transphibians.
Looking at the fish?
Beautiful, aren't they? Look at them swimming around in there, free from the noise and the distractions of the outside world. A veritable underwater paradise.
We call it Aquatopia.
That's nice.
Wondering how we are in bed.
You know, eh?
I'm not interested in mating with a fish. I just want a couple for my apartment, you know, and a tank as a pet.
Oh, she likes to watch.
Avoid her.
No, you know, as a hobby, little fish, small fish, you know, the kind that when they die you can just flush them down the toilet.
It's obvious you don't know the first thing about fish. You've hardly ever talked to us, and already you've formed negative opinions about us.
You don't deserve any fish.
Jackie, you look great.
Yeah, the shell's coming in good.
Thanks, I really liked it. I can stick my head inside and everything. The only problem is last night, I rolled over on my back in bed, and I couldn't get up for hours.
Oh, what a drag.
Really?
All right, that's it. I've had it. Come on, everybody, get out of here, will you? Go to base. Come on, little boy, beat it. Get out of the aquarium. It's public. You know all the guppies you want. Get away. Get away. Excuse me. That was kissing Grammys, right? You wanted some of those? Right over here.
I think I changed my mind. I'm gonna buy a bird instead. Thanks.
First time anywhere, Blase Records is proud to bring you the fabulous sound of the Elevator Sisters. You've heard their sounds on loudspeakers everywhere. In the supermarket, in the dentist chair, and of course, in the elevator. Yes, it's the music you hardly ever notice. The music you usually choose to ignore. And now you can ignore it in your very own home with this 2-record set. You'll thrill to the sounds of chenille, shantung, and organdy singing their version of disco.
I want some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Can I have your hot stuff? Ooh, I need your love tonight.
So,
You make me feel like a natural woman.
country.
Take this job and shove it. We ain't working here no more. Oh no.
Reggae.
Rastaman vibration, yeah, positive.
And new wave.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it before the cream sits out too long. You must whip it when things are going wrong. You must whip it. Whip it. Whip it good.
All these and much, much more. Here's how to order. Just send $8.95 for the 2-record set, $9.95 for the 3-record set, $10.95 for the 4-record set, or send $99.95 for the Jumbo 37-record set to the Elevator Sisters' newest hits. Post Office Box 1630, Hollywood, California, 90028. And if you order by midnight, you'll receive free this added bonus. The Elevator Sisters sing Christmas favorites.
Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for cheer.
So don't delay. Order now.
In today's economy, motorcycles never look better. For example, a gas-saving 4-stroke engine, easy riding suspension, and front disc brake. All are standard on Suzuki's low-priced GS 450. So you see, the economy never looked better. The new GS 450. Another great performer from Suzuki.
This Bud's for the guys who got what it takes to shake, rattle, and keep on rolling.
This Bud's for you. For all you do, the King of Beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This Bud's for you.
What? You're telling me that this juicy, delicious taste has always had less than 10 calories? That's your lifesavers.
You know, that's my favorite candy. I never knew each one had less than 10 calories.
You bet your lifesavers.
Cute.
Hey, Mom, can't I have some candy?
You bet your lifesavers.
Can Lifesavers roll candy add more fun to your life with less than 10 calories each?
You bet your lifesavers.
I just had the greatest idea. Let's spend the night in the fun house.
This better be good.
It's gonna be great.
Something is alive in the fun house. Something deadly. Something evil.
I don't know what that thing is.
Something that tonight will turn the fun house into a carnival of terror. The Fun House, rated R, starts Friday at a theater near you.
Late Night Tuesday, a weekend of pleasure turns into a bizarre nightmare. Panic at Lakewood Manor.
This place is soaked with kerosene. We're gonna get you out of there just as soon as we can. Let me go!
No, not that way!
The shark.
Then Wednesday on the Love Boat. Gopher thinks he's headed for stardom.
How many people did you talk to about Gopher?
Not that many.
They like him. What'd you put in the drinks?
Panic at Lakewood Manor, the Love Boat. Late night on ABC.
I beg your chardon.
I beg your chardon. I beg your chardon.
Chardon, les jeans magnifiques.
I beg your chardon.
New Kawasaki, huh? How come?
The 750 is lighter than any bike in its class. Really gives you a great sense of balance when you're barely moving.
Oh, so you bought it to go slow.
Well, it's no slug.
Slug?
As opposed to a bullet.
Bullet?
You got 12 seconds.
a hot shower.
You always win. Don't use all the soap.
I don't use any soap. Soap can dry my skin. I use Caress. Caress is better than soap. It's enriched with bath oil. Caress leaves my skin softer and smoother than any soap.
Did you use all the soap?
I didn't use any soap. I used Caress.
Caress with bath oil for the soft you can't get from soap.
All human fear can be explained. All human passions can be satisfied. All human nightmares can be escaped. But this one is different. It isn't human. The Howling. Rated R.
Citizen Watches, available at S&N Katz Jewelers.
Once again, on a live and very hot Friday night, this is Benatar.
la música de los capitanes teniles. And now back to la música, un momento por una comerciales. Buenos trenos. Señores y señoritas, estos los problemas sobre los clogged pipos. Esta agravito para los hair, los clumpes de grita y linta. Este petigo y disgusto para backed up como el clogged arteria. No necesitaría freta introducciones, señor Flush. Señor Flush, gouge naco el clumpets. Señor Flush, remove anything that fall in and you don't want it to be there. Señor Flush, consistada los ingredientes especiales y los ácidos sulfúrica, los plutonium 235, 235. Por en 13 segundos y whammo, es finito. Señor Flush, por los resultados. And now back to la música de los Cheap Trick.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't dare overwork my hair unless I enhance it.
New Enhance Instant Conditioner. Because overworking drains your hair of its natural moisturizers. Enhance puts moisturizers back. It's so rich and creamy you'll feel a difference in your hand. It'll make a difference in your hair.
I wouldn't dare overwork my hair unless I enhance it.
New Enhance moisturizes overworked hair.
George worked overtime to finish this suit for my wedding.
He needs the deodorant that works overtime.
Bob worked overtime learning how to skate. He needs the deodorant that works overtime.
Old Spice Stick deodorant works 24 hours. Only Old Spice Stick gives you both 24-hour protection from odor plus that famous Old Spice scent.
Bucky's been working overtime to get ready for the game.
Good thing my Old Spice Stick deodorant works overtime, too.
Old Spice Stick, the deodorant that works overtime.
Sorry, no experience, no job.
But where do I get the experience?
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
We don't ask for experience, we give it. You won't read it in a book, you live it. Pick a service, pick a challenge, set yourself apart.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. What a great place, it's a great place to start.
Fresh as a walk through the woods on an early spring morning.
Fresh is a gentle breeze that takes you by surprise. Fresh is simple with Summer's Eve, the most convenient disposable douche you can buy. This exclusive one-piece unit means there's nothing to assemble. And it's available in 2 fragrances, or vinegar and water, the solution doctors recommend.
With Summer's Eve, freshness has never been simpler.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Fights. I'm Dan Butterworth here with Betsy Grayson in the kitchen of a relatively new duplex. And it looks like we're in for a real good one, Bets.
Oh, it certainly does, Dan. You can feel the tension as we wait for Rich Gallagher to come from the bedroom and deal with Susan McNulty, who, as you can see, is getting coffee.
Rather gloomily, I might add, Betsy, and I don't have to tell you that Rich and Susan have been living together for a little over 8 months now, and some say the thrill just might be gone.
Yes, well, Dan, yes, but the real issue here is sex.
Well, I think that about says it all, Betsy, and they haven't done a darn thing in bed for, what, over 2 weeks now?
3 weeks, Dan, 3. That's got to be tough when you're their age.
Yes, it is, Betsy, and of course that brings up the old chicken-egg controversy. Does bad sex make for a bad relationship, or does a bad relationship make for bad sex?
Well, we could talk about that till the cows come home, Dan, but oh, here comes Rich, so let's settle back and watch the fireworks.
Morning. You want to hit?
No, thank you very much. It's only 7:30 a.m. I'm having a nice cup of heroin.
I can feel that chill from here, Bets.
Look, there's only 2 eggs left. You want one?
No, I don't want 1 egg.
Why? What's wrong with just 1 egg?
Because I don't get much out of just 1 egg.
Oh, I just believe he just rolled his eyes when she wasn't looking. Never a good sign in a relationship, Dan.
I think you're right, Betsy. Let's see if they caught it on the isolated camera. Yes, definitely behind the back eye roll. I think we're going to see some action here.
You want the sports section?
No, just tear out the little Love Is cartoon. I want to bone up.
Oh, very very subtle, nice jab.
You know something? There's a very big difference between love and making love.
That's good, Susan. I think I'm going to write that down. Let's see.
Oh, biting sarcasm by Rich. A beautiful comeback line.
That's good. That's real good.
Listen, Richard. The only time you act like you love me is when you want to make love to me.
Listen, Susan, the only time you act lovable is when you want me to make love to you.
Oh, getting real nasty, Dan. You gotta like this.
Well, I don't even feel wanted anymore. Every place we go, you're always looking at other women.
You're damn right. Because at least maybe there's something I can bump into.
Ouch, Sharini, that's gotta sting, Betsy.
Well, why don't you just bump into some of the men and just get it over with?
All right, Susan, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out that door right now. I'm going to bump into somebody.
Whoa, Rich Gallagher has just stormed out of the kitchen, folks.
Wow, those dishes went flying, Betsy. Let's see that in slow-mo.
Whoa, it's going to be Glue City for a couple of those dishes, Dan.
Let's see if we can get our correspondent, Jim Sherrington, to catch up with Rich. Jim, can you hear me?
Well, yes, I can, Dan. We're up here in the bedroom, and Rich is up here packing willy-nilly in an army duffel bag, I believe it is. Rich, can you tell me what the heck happened down there?
I don't know. We used to have a pretty good relationship. We used to talk about everything. Now all we do is talk about the relationship. Everything's stinks.
Well, I have here a poem you left on the refrigerator after you first made love to Susan. It deals with small birds, winds, and lily pads, I believe.
Yeah, and cotton candy. Where did you get this thing, huh?
Things don't seem very cotton candy-ish for you at the moment. Jim, what happened, Rich?
How the hell do I know? Just seems like having fun isn't worth the trouble. Everything sucks.
Well, Betsy and Dan, I guess the operative words up here are stink and sucks. Back to you.
Great report, Jim. Betsy is standing with Susan, who is looking for a dustpan, so let's go now to them.
Susan, it wasn't long ago that you and Rich were browsing through knick-knack stores, making love on the afternoon on tables, and talking in nauseating baby voices. What changed?
I don't know. We just stopped surprising each other. I don't know. We stopped wondering and we started predicting. I don't know.
Well, Dan, let's just color this gal blue, by golly. Back to you.
Wait a minute, folks. I understand Rich is heading back to the kitchen.
Susan, I just figured out what the problem is. It just hit me.
What?
It's these idiots. I mean, how can we have a meaningful relationship with a bunch of sportscasters hanging around this place?
I bet I'm definitely picking up on some hostility from Rich and Susan.
Well, I thought you wanted the sportscasters here.
I thought you wanted the sportscasters here.
Oh, Rich. I mean it. We gotta talk more. We gotta be honest.
I don't even like sportscasters.
Me neither.
Look, I want you to get the camera, take it out of the house right now. All of you, get your equipment and get out right now. Let's go.
Beth, I can't believe it. They're actually kicking us out of the house.
People aren't even supposed to be. You know what? Take it apart.
Out!
All right. No more sportscasters ever.
I promise no more sportscasters ever.
Wait a minute. Let's not promise. Those are kind of dangerous. Let's just hope for no sportscasters, all right?
Okay. I hope so.
Betsy, I can't believe my eyes. They're actually hugging. But I don't know about you folks, but I don't buy it for 1 minute.
No, me neither, Dan. That's one emotionless embrace if I've ever seen one.
Right you are, Betsy. 5-1, they'll be at each other's throats by next Sunday.
Well, there you have it, folks. A doomed relationship.
We're up to Friday night fight.
May we have a word with you, please?
This spring, there's a fresh new look in sportswear. Presenting the 81.5 Sports Hardtopped from Toyota. The very latest in sporty good looks. The new roofline? Open, airy. The interior? Beautifully smart. And the trunk? Very private. But best of all, beneath its sporty exterior, this is a Toyota Corolla. And it acts like one.
New Corolla!
This is a lot of house for only one woman to do, but when I clean, I feel like an army, 'cause I am armed with Ajax. I've a feeling of cleaning power. Armed with Ajax. Ajax all-purpose cleaner has the power of ammonia, plus a powerful grease-cutting solvent to clean greasy floors and walls like a white tornado. Get that feeling of cleaning power. Armed with Ajax.
Every day in the United States, 50 people are murdered. Few of the cases are ever solved. Only the best reach the 6 o'clock news. For TV reporter Tony Sokolov, this man could be the key to her most important story. Or her last.
Hello, police.
William Hurt, Sigourney Weaver, Christopher Plummer, Eyewitness, rated R.
Now playing at the Columbia, Randallstown, Perring Plaza, and the Jumpers Mall.
Bankruptcy liquidation. Notice to creditors case 812-0134L. Entire inventory must be sold for benefit of creditors. After 70 years, Little Pot's forced to liquidate this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save 40 to 80%. Little Pot's Furniture and Bedding bankruptcy liquidation. Save 40 to 80% at 2 Little Pot's locations. Nothing will be held back, so hurry. Little Pot's Furniture and Bedding bankruptcy liquidation this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
35 seconds. Okay. Well, that's our show, in case you thought it was somebody else's. I want to thank you, Pat Benatar. You're too little to be singing that big. Please be with us next week when our guest star will be David Steinberg, and we'll have a special appearance by the Marshall Tucker Band. Thanks for being with us again. Good night. Good night. Happy birthday, everybody. Whose birthday it is? We got time. I don't have a thing to say. Larry?
This is Joan London. Anne Margaret talks of her marriage to Roger Smith, plus Oscar nominee Ellen Burstyn, and Sally Field join us next week on Good Morning America.
Late night Monday, a crown prince wants to taste life as a commoner, and a policeman becomes an old West lawman on Fantasy Island, Monday on ABC Late Night.
On Monday and Tuesday's World News Tonight, I'll interview President Reagan. Questions and answers about problems that concern us all.
Frank Reynolds is poised and knowledgeable, says the Philadelphia Inquirer. Watch coverage of Reagan's economic message Monday and his trip to Canada Tuesday on ABC's World News Tonight.
It's going to take a real cheese to top this. A slice of Kraft natural cheese, hearty and fresh, each cut at the peak of flavor. All the great taste cheese could ever have in every delicious slice. Kraft Natural Slices, the hearty way America spells cheese. K-R-A-F-T.
The Presidential Inaugural Committee borrowed a special group of 1981 Cadillacs from Westminster Motors to be driven in the inaugural parade. The parade is history, and now the cars are back at Westminster Motors. They were only driven a few days and they have less than 300 miles on them, but we can't sell them for the same price as a never-driven Cadillac. So presidential Cadillacs are only $12,900, half the price of a foreign luxury car. The lowest price on an inaugural Cadillac in the United States. This value is only at Westminster Motors.
Our business vehicle insurance helps you keep on trucking.
Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide.
WJZ-TV, Channel 13, Baltimore.